Hello, and welcome to Senior Capstone. This course is entitled Kinesiology Senior Capstone Writing. However, the majority of your work is going to be outside of Delaware State University. You are going to be required to get an internship. And I'm going to go into the great details of the course in about 5 minutes. The first thing you need to know is Blackboard is how I'm going to be communicating with you. And everything that I reference is going to be posted on Blackboard. If it's not, let me know. The first student that reports a problem on Blackboard gets 10 extra credit points. So if I reference an assignment and it's not there, it's in your best interest to be the first one to let me know that I missed something. That being said, let's get to it. Let's get to the syllabus. So this is 10 weeks. So this is going to happen real quick, okay? By the no-show date, you need to have a placement. Hopefully you have already worked towards procuring that and you're ready to go. You should have already taken the kinesiology observation course that required 60 hours. This is essentially a more in-depth version of that course. So you do need a CPR certification. Okay, and we're going to get right down to the grades, the breakdown. So your hours that you're going to be accruing should be 250 hours. That's worth 10% of your grade. All participation assignments are worth 20. You're going to have 3 journals throughout the semester. That's going to be 30% of your grade. How you're evaluated by your supervisor is 30% of your grade. And there's going to be a couple of things you do to wrap up the end of the 10-week course, and that is going to be 10% of your grade. Okay. Some other really important things that I want to highlight, and again, you see I'm flying through this because I want my instructional videos that I post to be between 5 and 10 minutes. Any longer than that, and it's really just dragging on at that point. So you're going to need to be familiar with the syllabus, even the parts that I don't discuss. So here are a couple of things. And right here I'm going to be going through these bullet points for the course requirements and instructions, and these are the things that really trip students up. Number 1, if you are using the app, you are missing content. Okay? For whatever reason, the app is late to push notifications. It doesn't consistently tell you when assignments are due. Also, some of the attachments that I post, you can't see on your app. So you use the web browser. Another technical thing is sometimes students attempt to submit, but there was an error and I couldn't see it. In that case, I'll put a 1 out of whatever the score was. That's not your final grade, but that is a note for you to just be aware. Be aware that there was a problem. I'll put in a more detailed note in the grade book. Usually it's just for whatever reason it didn't load, and you can reload it or send me that assignment for email. If I put another grade that you just didn't think accurately reflected your effort, then you have 48 hours to dispute that grade. So if then assignment was worth 20 points, I gave you 10, and you're wondering why did you lose points, shoot me an email. If you shoot me an email within 48 hours, I will review the assignment with you if necessary, or just drop you a line and say why it was graded the way it was. 48 hours is important because after that, I'm not likely to remember what I did or why, outside of the note that I put. And a lot of the time students will wait till the end of the semester and say, hey, 8 weeks ago, Doc, you gave me a 10 out of 20. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. Similarly, if you have technical issues and you know something's wrong, just send me an email. Send me an email with your completed assignment. I will review it, grade it as if you submitted it on Blackboard. Late assignments, I just don't do them. Unless there's a family or medical emergency, I'm not accepting any late work. So that I don't have much more to say about that. I'm pretty responsive if you've had me before. If you need to meet with me for any reason, just give me 24 hours notice. I have office hours posted. But I'm gonna be flexible. It's summertime. You guys are going to be navigating a lot of responsibilities that I'm not even going to know about. So let's just work together. Drop me a line and we'll set up a virtual call. Okay? I have outlined a 10-week program here. You can read that on your own accord. I'm just looking through here. We'll have rubrics such as this rubric, and it's in the worksheets. So if you have a question about that, hit me up 24 hours before the due date. All your stuff is going to be due at 11:59 on the day posted in Blackboard. All right, don't think I'm waiting up. I'm not on the computer around 11 waiting for students to have questions. If something's due on Friday, hit me up with an email by Thursday, just to make sure that I have enough time to look at your concern and address it. If we do that and we just keep in contact, we'll be pretty good shape. I often say the difference between a reason and an excuse is timing. So if you are having technical issues and you tell me a day ahead of time, that's a reason. That's a reason. That's something that's in your way that we can work through. If you receive a 0 for not completing an assignment, and 3 days later you're like, hey, can we talk about this? There's not much to say. At that point, we're making excuses, which I don't expect from this group. I've seen my roster. I'm excited about the people that are here, and I'm ready to work with you. And if you have any questions, just please email me. Thanks.